Welcome back to the Community Review on Hot 92.3. I'm Josefa Salinas, your host. We are celebrating profiles in life and success. We have an amazing profile for you today. Her name, Lavaille Lavette. What a name, Lavaille Lavette.
That's right.
It comes right off your tongue, Lavaille Lavette. What's your
Louisiana.
name? Lavaille Lavette. Her book, 86400.
Manage your purpose to make every second of each day count.
So is that the number of seconds in a day?
That's right.
Ah.
We all have 86,400 seconds each day, and that's God's gift to us.
And what we do with it is up to us.
That's right. That's right. Like I say, we have the same amount of seconds each day that Oprah, Barack Obama, a number of notables have. And what they do with their seconds, we have the opportunity to do that. And what I find what they're doing is they're maximizing the time that they have. And they're using that time to fulfill their unique purpose in life. And we can do that too.
Well, every person has the opportunity. I tell people all the time, did you wake up this morning? They're like, yeah, sure. Then you've already been given the biggest gift in the world.
That's right.
You got to wake up. Do you know how many people this morning cannot say that?
That's right. That's right. So that's a head start right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you open your eyes up, you're awake, you're alive, that's your gift. Go out and do something with it.
Now what are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
So what is the goal of 86400? What is the movement?
What it is 86400 is about, it's an instigator to get people to look at their day and how they're spending it. We want people to look at, we go about our day. A lot of people are trying to manage the day. Basically, they're managing time. And when I say time is finite, we all have just 86,400 seconds. We're not going to get another second,
Nope.
another 24. There's not going to be a 25th hour in a day.
Yep.
So what I say is we need to move from time management to purpose management, because purpose and all that you can do with that purpose is infinite. There are infinite possibilities when your day is focused on what God put you here to do. And, another thing is a lot of people think that there's some grand thing. I've got to find what my purpose is in life. And, I've got to go through these journeys and whatnot. Well, 86400 is not about trying to find what your purpose is, because we break it into three areas. Everybody on this earth has a purpose within their family, whether you are a son, a daughter, a wife, a mother, whatever. You have a purpose there. Everybody has a purpose at some point in your life. You're going to have a job. So there's a purpose within your vocation and what you do. There are specific things that you're there to do, whether you work at a radio station or you work at Rouse or you're a writer, whatever. You have a purpose. Then thirdly, we all have a purpose as it relates to being servants. We're all put here on this earth to give back and to be of service to others. So those are basically the three areas of purpose, and then you could fit your purpose within any one of those three areas. And the one that the movement is concentrating on, we're concentrating on, we know the family, we know the jobs, they're all different, they're all, dynamic in their own right, but the movement is concentrating on that third area, being of service. And that's where we're going out, and it's taken over, it's taken off like wildfires with university students. They're going out and they're saying, I am here to be of service. I'm going to learn, I'm going to get my degree, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But while I'm doing this, the world doesn't stop. While I'm doing this, I'm a human being, I'm here on earth, and I should be doing things of service. I should be getting involved in causes. So at various universities, we have students that have taken up and created a 86,400 organization. And each one of those organizations choose a cause that they're going to be devoted to and dedicated to, and volunteer and give back and get immersed in that, as well as all the other 50 million activities that they have to do. But they know that they are there to be of service, and they're trying to get young people, high school students, as well as other university students involved in causes and giving back. For instance, at Long Beach College, they're taking on the foster care system.
Uh-huh.
They're putting together different activities to work with young people that are in the foster care system. They're going to be advocates for them. They're looking at legislation and things that they could work to help make it better, help make the transition from when you move and you've not been adopted and you move into, 18, 19, some kind of transition things. And also get awareness and make it known, different programs that are out there for kids that are in the system. So that's just one example of what, one university is doing.
Well, I know that it certainly seems that with this generation that's coming up from middle school to high school, I see a massive influx of kids who are very socially conscious. Mm-hmm. They want to give. They want to be a part of community service, and they feel like, my kids can't help it. Mm-hmm. It's community service. They got taken along, right? Since they were born.
It's in their blood.
Yeah, it's just what they do. My son, every Christmas, every Thanksgiving, every Halloween, he knows that he will be inside of the Scooby-Doo mascot costume, and we will be somewhere serving homeless, and he will be entertaining children. He looks forward to it. It's part of his life. It's like his little alter ego. Yeah. But it's giving back.
Yeah.
And his school that he goes to, what is amazing about this school is their seniors in this high school get 2 weeks or 3 weeks off its senior year to do community service project that they all decide to do. So they're really, I think kids are really leaning towards that. This generation is, because we kind of got away from it a little bit.
Yeah.
People became very self-involved.
Very much so.
And now I think people are understanding that we better turn around and help the person next to us or behind us, because if we don't, we've got some serious problems coming.
It affects us all. And, I wasn't really surprised at the response that we received at universities, because, students are willing and able to do this, and they want to do it. Just a little direction to get them involved. And, UCLA is getting involved, Harbor College. We have colleges across the U.S. like LSU, USL, even Harvard. So this thing is starting to take off with being of service and being conscious of your day and what you do with it and how you spend it. Another part of 86-400, not just about your day, but the whole concept is really about the time that you're given, how you spend it, and what your purpose is, and getting people back to the consciousness of, we have a purpose each day. How are we managing it? Because, there are tons of books, there are tons of people out there about how to find your purpose, what my purpose is, how do I get to it, whatever. This book is more about how to manage it, and I've identified 10 principles that will help us to better manage your day. And I start with forgiveness.
And is that number one?
Yeah, that's number one. That's number one. Not only forgiveness of others, but forgiveness of ourselves. Because that's one of the hardest things to do. We're very hard on ourselves.
Yes.
You might think this is a selfish society, we're self-centered or whatever, but we're really hard on ourselves. And it's amazing that I call forgiveness this amazing cleansing agent, because it frees you. If you're going around harboring all kinds of things, not only not forgiving yourself, but not forgiving your others. I talked to a pastor, Pastor Rudy Ramos, out of St. John's Church downtown in Houston. And I talked to him in the book about forgiveness. And he says something like, imagine you've got 5 people that you haven't forgiven in your life. So you're carrying those 5 people on your back. You're carrying all that animosity. So when you're walking, your load is heavy. You're humped over because you got all this unforgiveness in your heart. Imagine trying to sleep at night with 5 people on your back. Imagine trying to, get in a comfortable position. You can't do that with all these people on your back. So what forgiveness does, it frees us. It allows us to better manage our day. So it all ties in when I talk about these 10 principles and how each one of these principles, if we can incorporate that into our daily 86-400, it's going to help us manage not only our time, because what I say is when you move from time management to purpose management, you're not managing time. With purpose management, you're using time, and you're using time to fulfill your purpose. And forgiveness is one of those things that will allow you to do that.
And remember, there's another F word that don't get it confused with forgiveness. Forgetting doesn't mean forgiving, because some people will say, well, I'm going to let that go. I'm not going to remember. I'm not going to deal with that. I'm just going to let it go. That's not forgiving.
No, you still
Just
hold it up.
forgetting it and putting it away does not mean that you have forgiven. Forgiving takes an essence of who you are.
That's right. And you're giving. You're the one that's giving.
Giving.
That's right.
Giving.
That's right.
The word give is in there. That means from inside of you.
It has to come from you. In order to forgive, it has to come from a place within yourself.
Exactly.
And when you forgive, you don't necessarily forget. You can forgive and remember, but you let it go. I forgive you. And when I say don't forget, meaning that you're not going to repeat the same mistakes.
Right.
You're not holding on to it. It's not like you're saying, I forgive, but I still remember you did this and I'm bringing it up every 5 seconds. No, it's not like that. It's just that you're not going to repeat the same mistake again. But your heart is open and you have forgiven that person. And you're able to move on without that person being on your back. Like you say, the monkey on your back.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Forgiving is a very, very important part of moving forward. Give me one more.
Another one would be imagination. A lot of people really don't think about imagination as something that could help you to better manage your day. But I say it does. Particularly when you're older and you become an adult and
we lose it somehow, don't we? But so many adults can't imagine anymore. And it's so sad to me.
I know, and it does. You should incorporate being free to imagine possibilities. Not just saying, okay, imagination means I've got to sit in a room and I've got to create a character or come up with something, da-da-da-da. But imagination is about within yourself thinking of possibilities, letting your imagination roam and say, what if? What if I did this? What if? When you tackle problems, you need to use your imagination. You need to imagine a better way. When you're coming across obstacles, you need to imagine a better way. That's what imagination is. So we need to get out of that box and thinking that, it's just, I got to create something. I'm not an entertainer, so I can't have an imagination. No, everybody has an imagination. Doctors have an imagination.
Sure they do.
Teachers, kids, everybody has an imagination, and we have to remember to use it. We have to remember to use it to help better other people's lives. Use it to help solve solutions. Use it to help solve problems. Use it to help put yourself in a better place or keep yourself in a good place.
Yeah, there you go. Keep yourself.
Keep
exactly.
yourself in a good place. I imagine, I'm a skateboarder. I'm a old Southern girl,
So do you really skateboard or you just imagine it?
No. I imagine. No. Wait, I'm sorry. I skateboard.
You skateboard,
I skateboard every chance I can get. Okay. I'm a 40-something-year-old Southern girl, and I still skateboard. But I don't get a chance to do it all the time.
Right.
So if I'm stuck in an airport, I can think about, and I don't know, dealing with whatever at an airport. I can put myself in a place. I could imagine myself at a skate park with all my gear on, doing some 360, some turns, doing all of the things that the young kids do. And it puts me in a calmer place because, I'm not just stuck there thinking about my problem, thinking about how am I going to get from point A to B because my flight has been rescheduled or whatever. So you can use it. You can pull on some things that you enjoy. And even if you're not there, you can put yourself in that place and it'll calm you. It'll give you a new perspective, and it does. And I use skateboarding, the real thing and the imagination part of the thing to do that. So your imagination can help you to better manage your 86400 as well.
Very good. So 86400 is a website.
Yeah, there's a website, 86400movement.com, and you can go there and find out all of the wonderful things that we're doing with this movement. You can also check out some of the 86400 advisors that we talk about, different aspects of the 10 characteristics to help to better manage your day. We talk to people. I talked to Bill Cosby about courage. I talked to Paula White, Minister Paula White, about wisdom. Oh, she really broke it down with that wisdom. Oh, now,
yeah. Is a lot of this in the book as well?
Oh yeah, it's all in the book.
Okay,
but to keep it new
moving
information,
on,
new things that are happening, new projects that we're forming, new things that you can get involved with.
So we don't have to necessarily create something to do, we could possibly go to the website and find a project to already be involved in.
That's right. That's
or
right.
we could create a project.
You can create a project. We even have an app on the iPhone. 86400 app. You can go to the iStore and iPhone store, and you can get information on that app. The app will allow you to take pledges, because we're going to kick off in April this whole pledge. You know, I'm pledging. I'm taking my 86400 and I'm pledging to help somebody. And here's how I do it. And you could post it when you have the app. It not only post in your phone, but it'll post on the website. It'll post on Facebook. You can put it on
so
Twitter.
It'll be a whole movement of, hey, I'm over here doing this. What are you doing?
Yeah, we're using that as an instigator to just pump up people and get them involved. Also, you can text 86400 to 90210. And we'll bounce back some information and keep you involved in what's happening in the movement.
And there's
as
also
well.
you can go on there and register to get newsletters and information.
That's
because
right.
I did that this morning.
Okay. All
yes.
right.
Yep,
All
I sure
right.
did.
That's right. You can go to 86400movement.com and register, and we'll keep in touch and keep you involved, keep you vitalized and on point with your 86400.
Well, you know,
day.
this is not going to be your last time here this year.
Oh,
We've
I
got
hope
to
not.
have you back and maybe bring along some success stories of an
That's
event
right.
that's gone on that was created on 86400. And, you know, I want to just keep getting you back to talk about how the movement is growing. I'm sure that the radio station that we'll get together and do something with our 86400 with the hot logo attached to it to get our 86400
got to do that.
going
And
there.
we're going to have some events coming up this summer at UCLA and some of the other universities around here. So we definitely want to get you guys involved.
Definitely. Well, you're going to have your own little corner on my
All right.
webpage at hot923.com,
All
keyword
right.
Josefa. It'll be the 86400 corner, and we'll make sure that we keep, things updated with that.
That
And
sounds
also,
great.
I'd like to invite you. We started last summer with a project called How to Be a Girl,
Okay.
and it was a 5-day conference for 50 young women. And this year, it'll be a 5-day conference where they actually get to come and spend the night.
Oh.
And they'll stay over for 5 days. And some of the girls are from foster care, and the rest are just girls from all over the city. They have to write an essay to get in. And we have just amazing speakers come. And I would love to have you come, and we'll get 50 of your books and have you
right.
come and speak to these girls about how important their 86,400 seconds a day.
Count me in. Count me in. I am there.
All right.
I am there.
Lavaille Lavette will be at How to Be a Girl 2011. Thank you for coming by.
thank
you for
you.
sharing a few seconds of your 86,400 today.
Glad
with
to
us.
do it.
And I hope that we have inspired other people to get moving. If you're looking for something to do, you want to find a way. Everybody wants to get back. I don't know where. I don't know how to do it. 86,400 movement.com. I'm sure there's a number of places you can go there to find out something to do. Get your friends together and start something yourself, or just listen, and I'm sure we'll start something, and we'll all do something with our 86,400 seconds a day. Thank you for
right.
creating this.
Thank you.
And
Thank
the
you
book,
for having
the
me.
book is amazing. The
Thank
book is
you.
absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
So please get out there and get this book and decide for yourself, how will you handle your 86,400 seconds today? Thank you for coming down.
Thank you for having me.
So what are you going to do with what's left of your 86,400 seconds today? Remember what I've been saying all year long. If you want someone to give you something, look at your hand. If it's full, if you're holding on to everything that you have, you're just hoarding it. How can somebody put something in a full hand? You got to empty it. You've got to give in order for your hand to be open and empty to receive. Go to hot923.com, keyword Josefa, for all the links from today, for WorkSource LA, to links where you can find out about how to get your personal infomercial in order so that it sells you before your resume, to how you can give back today. Can't think of a way to give back? No worries. 86,400's got you covered. You and your friends have an idea? No worry. 86,400 is someplace that you can go, join forces with other people, and make your seconds count. I know I am. I'm Josefa Salinas. Until we get together again, you stay strong, stay focused, and most of all, you stay informed. I'll see you next Sunday on the Community Review, Hot 92.3. Now get out there and enjoy your seconds. Make them count.